Hello everyone, I hope you're well. Gonna get some quick collective messages for you guys. My name is Demi, so let's get right into it. I'm hearing two songs. The first song is Dry Your Eyes, Mate by The Streets. And I'm also hearing Amy Winehouse song. It's to do with tears. Is my tears dry on their own? That song is coming through. There's something to do with tears and you guys crying. So maybe it's like No More. I'm hearing No More, No More. And I'm hearing a song by Mary J. Blige, which is Drama. So like you guys are done with the drama, you're done with crying, and you are drying your eyes now. If you're a man or a woman, because both those songs are coming through, you're drying your eyes now. You've had enough of all the drama. You've had enough of being down in the dumps. You've had enough of being depressed and then dealing with people who are also in the same energy. It's like being around people where you're all in the energy of being stuck. And you know, it's like kind of that moany, whining energy. You're like, I'm done with this, I want better for myself, I want better for my life. And I'm hearing, I want better for my children. So some of you guys are parents. The first poem we have here is, flowers they whisper to me with stories of beauty and serenity. They hold ancient codes that beam down from the sun. If you gaze at them long enough, you will hear a sweet song. A treat for the garden and home. They shine so bright, a heaven's delight. Lovely, lovely flowers. When I'm reading this, I'm hearing, I'm buying myself flowers. I'm just going to buy myself flowers. No one else is. So you guys are pouring into yourself now. You're choosing to pour the life and the light back into yourself that maybe you allowed other people to suck out of you, to drain out of you. You're not having it anymore. So you're standing in your power. You're taking your power back, basically. And this is where you're going to see your life shift. You're not only going to see yourself shift, the energy, the light come back in your eyes. You're going to see your external reality shift. It has to, once you pull yourself out of that energy, because you align to better. You align to more opportunities and meeting the right people. The second poem we have here is, the woman and the rose, how would you like her to pose? Is it the curves that captivate or the heart? He thinks I'm too sensitive, so ask, please don't start. Us women are just playing our part, attention seekers or divine mystery keepers. There's many layers inside the feminine well, but shush, don't tell. We keep men on their toes. What stirs deep within us, secretly they all want to know. A white musk allure, the energy eluding from us, is a lonely man's cure. Don't answer every prospect at the door. Sometimes leave a gentleman on the porch. Breathe deeply into your rose. Look him in the eyes and say you must go to be the main character of your show. Attract, don't chase, and never ever be late. God's set requires a star promptly. Now go on. Remember you choose who to cast as your date. When I wrote this poem here, I was channeling Mary Magdalene. So Mary Magdalene is coming through. But again, it's that star energy. It's being that main character and not being afraid to do so. So you're not afraid to put yourself out there though. I said though, I meant to say you're not afraid to put yourself out there now. What else, Spirit? Can I get another poem for the collective? It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. I keep saying that. So obviously there's men and women watching this reading. They're saying no gender. There's no gender here when it comes to this reading. You are being asked to step into the limelight, to put yourself in the spotlight because it's your time. It's divine time. And you know it. You can feel it. You can sense it. You're being called to put yourself out to there. They keep saying it. We have here on the next poem, did you do as your ancestors asked or too busy reliving the past? That one time you had a blast, the good times never last. The mind likes to play tricks, tells its versions of stories well, paints a fractured picture. Earth has asked us not to litter, that includes ourselves, or do you enjoy living in hell? Yeah, so this poem is like confirming what has been coming through. You guys are choosing to get yourself up out of hell and going into heaven right now. And I feel like you would have been feeling the split. So humanity right now is going through a split. Those who are choosing to ascend, those who are choosing to descend. It's going to be very, very easy and apparent to spot who is who. And you're like, I want to be over here. I want to be in the ascension. I want to be in heaven. I want to be doing better for myself. I want to have that freedom to be living my life the way I want to live it. So you're doing that work. You have been doing that work anyway, but you're now doing more of that work of pushing these heavy energies that have been acting like a parasite or have been like acting as a block and pushing you down all your life. You're like pushing them off your back. You're like, enough is enough, I rebuke, and you're flinging them off your back. And this is where you're going to realize that how long within your life you'd been self-sabotaging, or how long you would allowed other people in certain situations and energies to keep you stuck. And then we have here, transcend this realm and time, or nature will leave us behind. The mirror has shattered, leaving the matrix in tatters. We will only quantum leap once we found our feet. Swim out of the shallow waters. Your Maya is calling all her daughters. The deep is where the cup runneth over. Saint Michael is calling all his soldiers. The fight is here because the light is here. The new dawn is near, but humanity must change gear. So this is what you guys are doing. You're changing gear, but I'm seeing more wings. So you've got wings on your back, right? You've now become that butterfly. You've got your new wings and you're like, right, Where do I need to go? And you're following that navigation, that inner compass. You're following your moral code, and you're like, right, I'm going over here. Again, because you're choosing to be on your higher time, you're choosing to be on your better timeline, and you're not allowing anyone or anything to be keeping you stuck and keeping you back. And you know, if it's like family members and friends that you don't necessarily want to cut off, you know that you doing this and doing this work and putting yourself to this higher level, they may not like it at first because you may have to distance yourself, but they see you here, and then you've got the resources to be able to assist them when they come to you and they're like, I want to change, I want to go over there too, I don't want to be stuck over here anymore. That's when you lend a helping hand. But they have to be ready, they have to come to you, they have to ask. That's coming through for somebody. Another poem? Nope. They want to get a divine door for you guys. So can I get a few cards from this deck? What divine door is the collective currently walking through? This one. The sacred lotus. Compassion in action. The chosen tool. I see now the lotus is your spirit's jewel. So you guys are this lotus flower. And you see this door here, how it's kind of cracked open. It's only closed by this little lock here. So this door has always been there for you. This door has always been a bit cracked open, but you weren't focused on it. And now you're focused on it and you're like, right, open sesame. I'm just hearing open sesame. And the way that open sesame is by your voice. You have to declare, you have to be using your voice and claiming that this door is for you. And behind this door, they're showing me it's like a bloom, a flower in bloom. So it's that lotus in full bloom. No longer that lotus that was struggling to come up from the dirt, because the lotus flower, it grows in the muck and the dirt. Before you were like struggling to sprout and bloom. And behind this door that you have to choose to walk through, which you are, you will be in full bloom. What else, Spirit? Something about gold. Maybe some of you guys choose to wear like a lot of gold jewelry. Maybe it's a favorite color of yours. But again, you could be honing more of like that golden energy within your auric field, because you're choosing to be that main character. We have blessed this space. Your sacred space holds the soul to bear. Palo Santo or sage will clear the air. So first, you guys are being asked to cleanse yourself and cleanse your space. You could be very, very pulled right now to be doing spring cleans. I mean, this is the season, well, in the UK anyway. It's the season as we're going into spring that everybody starts going through all of their stuff and like donations and like giving stuff to maybe like family members, friends you don't want anymore. Because I'm hearing another person's trash is another person's treasure. One person's trash is another person's treasure. But you could also be donating to charity. I'm also seeing the app Vinted. So maybe you use Vinted and you sell some stuff on there. But it's like you're getting ready of a lot of things. It's not just a small bit, it's a lot of things. You could also be changing around like your room to change around the energy. It's like you're really focused on right now the energy of places. What does it feel like when you step into a room? What does it feel like when you step into a building? What does it feel like as well? I'm seeing someone go for a job interview. So you could be doing this when you're going to job interviews and you're getting new opportunities, and even when you're meeting new people. Because you know, sometimes when you meet someone, you go to hug them, you kind of get like an icky feeling. You're kind of like, oh no, I don't like that person. There may not be like a reason for it, you're just like, I don't like that person. It's because there's no resonance there between your energies. But you're doing this with everything now within your life. This deck here, you're going to get a few messages for the collective from this deck, please, Spirit. A few messages for the collective from this deck. What do they most need to hear right now? Thank you. We have independence. It's time to go out on your own and create your own business, or try something well outside your comfort zone. Exactly that. And we have the cat. You see, it's kind of like smirking. Look at the face. It's almost like it wants to wink. And this is you guys. And it's like you're looking in the mirror and you're like winking at yourself. You're like, I got this. I got this. Because you know that you've got this. It's time now. I just keep hearing it's time, it's time, it's time. So you've got bored of being in that old life. You got bored of working at that area, of living in the same place you've been living, of being around those same people who aren't really doing much with their lives. You're bored of that now. And when you get bored, that means you get uncomfortable being in that comfort zone. So it's no longer a comfort zone. So you've got to get out anyway. And this is the thing, you're getting out. You're going over here. You're going for that better timeline. You guys could be seeing cats everywhere. Maybe you're noticing cats are following you, or they're looking at you when you're like when you're leaving your house and when you're like walking down the street. Someone is getting into your car. You could notice there's a cat that stares at you and it watches you now. When you get into your car, you're going to see a friend, or you're going to work, whatever it is. What else, Spirit? And it could have very distinctive markings on its fur. That's for somebody. Can I get one more card from this deck for the collective? What do they most need to hear right now, Spirit? One more card, please, for the collective. Thank you. We have illumination. Something hidden is coming to light now. You find out about new jobs, opportunities and options. Someone lends you a helping hand. Exactly that. I heard new dawn. You're coming into your new dawn. You're heading towards your horizon. Something about, you know, like a bottle and you can put a note or a letter, like a love letter in a bottle. That's coming through. Some of you could have done that when you were kids or as teenagers. You could have written a note. Maybe it was to God, maybe it was to the universe, and you just put it out into the sea. It's like that is coming back to you. That's a message for somebody. But you are heading towards your brighter horizons and you're not looking back. In your spiritual court, your ancestors, they're walking with you and they don't want you to look back. So keep going forward because you are going to get there. Let's get a card from this deck to close out the reading. Can I get a card, please, Spirit, from this deck to close out the reading? Thank you. We have Shoal Dancer, Wild. Exactly that. Look at all these beautiful colours and this joy that you guys are stepping into. Again, I'm hearing depression. So you could have experienced depression for quite a few years. Or maybe you're just around people that were depressed. You could have been raised in a household that had a lot of depressive energy. I'm seeing it's quite grey and quite glum. And you're moving away from that and you're getting your color back, you're getting your joy back, you're getting your light back and your power back. You're putting back your power from people and places that you gave it away when you were maybe being a people pleaser, like a kind of like a doormat energy. And it's like the person you transformed into now, if like people from your school, college, uni, whatever were to see you now, they'll kind of be like, what? They do like a double take, like, oh, I almost didn't recognize you, because it's not just your physicality that's going to change, it's your energy body, it's your persona, it's how you like stand, it's how you walk, it's how you hold yourself. You're going to be holding yourself with confidence and with power. Like, this is who you are morphing into. So do not look back. Spirit keeps saying, don't look back. But that's all the messages coming through. I hope that did resonate with someone out there, and I'll see you in another video.